Hello, I'm Juan Davis, Chief Creative Officer at KCT and PBS SoCal, and I'm joined by the newsroom of KPCC and LAist on a daily reporter roundup. Let's start with you today, Frank. You've been covering the shooting of two sheriff deputies by a person who has not been identified. What are the details?
Well, the sheriff's department has said very little about the suspect, describing him only as a black man wearing dark clothing who was last seen heading north from the area where the deputies were shot at the metro station in Compton Saturday night. If you have not seen the security video, it shows the man walking up behind the patrol car and firing into the passenger side window before running away. It's disturbing video. What's interesting is the sheriff describes the suspect as between the ages of 28 and 30. That's a very narrow age range. They're practically saying exactly how old he is. This could mean they know exactly who the suspect is. It may not. Detectives have said the MTA has a lot of security cameras in the area that could well have shown them a lot. Meantime, the deputies are in critical condition but stable. They have yet to be identified.
Protests that followed the shooting have really directly affected our newsroom, and Megan Garvey, our executive editor, is here.
Many of you know Josie Wong from her frequent appearances on this program. Her arrest late Saturday has now made national news. Josie had just left the news conference at the hospital where the deputies were being treated when she observed a small group of men who were taunting deputies posted at the entrance to the ER driveway. She saw some of the men walk away and the deputies follow. She kept filming on her phone with the zoom on as one man was arrested. This is what happened next.
Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Get out of here. I'm recording.
While she was still being held in jail, the sheriff's department released a tweet saying that she had failed to ID herself as a reporter and didn't have proper press credentials. Neither is true. She was cited for allegedly obstructing an officer and was released to me at the jail at about 4 a.m., 5 hours after she was thrown to the ground. She was injured during the arrest and has since been checked out by a doctor. The sheriff's allegations are false, and they need to set the record straight.
Our newsroom has also been covering both the Bobcat and El Dorado fires. Sharon has the latest on those.
Both fires have been burning for over a week, and for such large fires, the damage to homes has been fairly small. So far, we know a total of 4 homes burned in the El Dorado fire. That's the one that's burning in the San Bernardino forest above Yucaipa. It's 44% contained. The fire seems to be moving toward Angeles Oaks, a small community along Highway 38, and that's below Big Bear. The Bobcat fire has been creeping down the mountain toward the foothill communities in the San Gabriel Mountains. A few hundred homes in the high foothill areas of Arcadia and Monrovia have been evacuated. The fire is moving west also toward Mount Wilson and the historic observatory up there. That fire is only 6% contained.
Our newsroom is also following along today with LAUSD's plans to ramp up COVID testing for staff and students. And Kyle's been following that.
Yeah, you might remember that LAUSD made this announcement a month ago that it was going to do something that no other school system in the nation, they say, has done so far, which is set up its own system for testing and contact tracing all students and staff every so often for the coronavirus. And now, basically, after several weeks of trials, the district is ready to begin issuing its first tests. They've already invited some 5,500 workers who are posted to district sites. Of those tests, interestingly, just 7 came back positive for coronavirus, which is expected, a much lower positivity rate. Eventually, over the next couple of weeks, all students and staff are going to be invited to take these tests, and we'll be following along as this happens.
Well, thank you all at the KPCC and LAist newsroom, and I do hope Josie recovers from her injuries and be safe. You guys are doing brave work out there. And thank you for tuning in. Take care of your family, your neighbor, stay indoors, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yep.